Well, here we are, back at it again, covering Doom Eternal news. I was pleasantly surprised to see that Eternal got a new update, and even more surprised to see that it contained something more than just a bug fix or some skins. If I'm being completely honest, just between the two of us, I didn't think we'd see anything else until May 26, but I guess I was wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong, because me being wrong means that we get to talk about Doom Eternal Update 6.66 Rev 2 in today's video. This update, while it obviously did contain some bug fixes, also came with a good amount of new features and quality of life improvements, all of which we'll be going over in today's video. So, if you enjoyed today's Doom News video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You'll get to stay up to date on Doom and Quake news, and I'll get your support, so it's a win-win for both of us. All of this information is, of course, coming from a recently released Slayers Club article that thoroughly goes over all of the details. I'll be leaving a link to that in the description for those of you that want the long version, but I'll be giving you the details in a more quick and painless way. We'll go ahead and start with the bug fixes, since there's only a single noteworthy one. The one bug that has plagued players since launch, the bug that prevented the Argentus Paladai milestone from giving the reward upon completion, has been fixed. This means that those of you that didn't already have it can now get your special podium and icon. Here's the podium that I'm referring to, by the way. I know this really bugged a ton of people who put in a lot of effort only to get no reward, so I'm very happy to hear that it's fixed. You may have to reconcile entitlements for it to unlock, but you should be good to go. In terms of quality of life improvements, there wasn't a whole lot of major stuff, but what we got is helpful and does expand on previous options. They added the option to remove only the Horde mode specific parts of a HUD, that way the score and realm counter won't be in the way, and you can still see your ammo count. Along with that, they shortened the end of a round sequence for Horde mode, slowed down the Cacodemon's speed across all modes on easier difficulties, and added an additional tutorial pop-up for the Marauder. Oh, also, the full auto wind down animation can now be fully skipped using a melee input, which could possibly save you a few milliseconds at most. It's a lot of basic stuff, some of which we probably should have gotten like a year ago, but it's certainly nice to have. Alright, now we're finally getting into all of the new features that they added. Just like with the Classic Quake Remaster's recent update, Eternal has received a variety of accessibility and additional customization features that it was previously lacking. After starting the game, you'll immediately be presented with a pop-up that lets you customize these options however you please. The new chat options are text-to-speech, speech-to-text, incoming text-to-speech, outgoing text-to-speech, and chat translation. A customizable contrast filter was added to the game, and the UI colors have also been altered to increase readability. All of these new features are meant to help those who may have trouble seeing, hearing, or speaking. It's a very thoughtful and inclusive set of features, so I'm very glad to see them added. It's always nice when a good game can include more players. They also included some battle mode changes in the update, but the only one worth mentioning is that the loss forgiveness was increased from 3 to 4 on consoles specifically. So, now you should be able to get the Season 6 rewards a little easier, I guess. If I went over the entire list of battle mode changes, I feel like I'd be wasting everyone's time, especially my own, so I'll let you go and check those out for yourself. If you're one of a small handful of players that's actually somewhat invested in the mode, then I would suggest giving it a look. What you should also take a look at is the like and subscribe buttons, especially if you enjoyed the video. It was a relatively short one, like usual, but I always enjoy discussing these updates for Doom Eternal, and I hope you enjoy listening. Like I mentioned, you can find a link to the Slayers Club article in the description if you want to see some of the more trivial changes that were left out in the video. I wouldn't leave out anything big, trust me, but I understand the need to check. Otherwise, I think that's all I really have to talk about, so thank you all for watching. Until next time.